rats, family, relatives, they're eating garbage. They're probably out of garbage now. They're probably back to eating each other. You know, they're gonna start chopping up prisoners and roasting the guy's foot and eating that. Because hey, that's what happens in a siege, man. Same thing. It's like what in the Weimar Republic when a loaf of bread. It's like I was reading about it. It said like if they didn't collect taxes on the day, then it's like they became worthless the next day. Inflation was like I think 3,000 to 5,000% a day.
Right.
So someone that had the actual numbers, it will go from one day from be worth like maybe 100,000, next day 10 million, next day 100 million, next day like 10 billion, next day like 1 trillion, no 100 million billion, then it will go to a trick. I'm like, what? I'm like that. And imagine that's the notes that people are trusting in now. And it's recorded history of how that system fails epically. But you know.
Second is 15.
Okay. There's something I wanted to read still. Oh, you go to 10.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Yeah, a lot of our people are being led to the slaughter, man. You think about it, these elite banking families amongst the so-called Jew, the one claiming to be the Jew the Bible speaks of. Those guys are basically actually are scheming on annihilating the so-called Negro and Hispanic from the planet Earth. So they are being led to the slaughter, and a lot of our people are just there, just trusting in the so-called white man, trusting in the shadow of Egypt, man. Because they're just thinking how this white man can't go down. He's just got, especially the black woman, man. She's all trusting in Esau's power structures. Women themselves, anyway, they just trust in wherever the power resides at the moment. But that black woman, she's been turned into the ultimate sellout. So she's doing it extra hard.
And she is my enemy. It says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Yeah, that's it, man. The Lord said he's going to smite the new Egypt, man. Because the old Egypt already got smoked at this point in time. So what's going on in Egypt right now, man? Nothing much, man. People are going there. They're going into the pyramids. They're taking selfies with, you know, with Prince Tut, King Tut, you know, all that. That's what's going on. Man are there, you know, probably doing graffiti on hieroglyphs, man. So ain't a lot going on in Egypt. This is talking about the new Egypt, which is talking about America.
That's it.
America and extends to the EU as well, man. NATO and the EU, because those are the power structures. The so-called white man has been dominating the earth for the last several hundred years.
Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah, that's it, man. The dead bodies. That's talking about the dried up, that broken state that these tribes are in, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That dried up, that crusty bone state is basically just them having no understanding of anything, man. And it says, where are they in that great city, man? America, man. Which is called Sodom and Egypt. And you can see they're in the spirit of Sodom and Egypt.
Yep.
Overhead, and you go, what is it, the Washington Monument? That's Cleopatra's Needle. Washington Monument, that was taken actually from Egypt over to the States. It's just like over in the UK, man. Down by the River Thames, they got a number of the needles, man. I can't remember exactly the name of that one. But they brought it over from Egypt, man. So them that exact same spirit of Egypt is over there. And they have what on the back of the dollar bill? You got a pyramid, man. Why would they have a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill, man? That don't make no sense. But that shows they're in the spirit of Egypt. And Sodom as well. What is it that you've had going on in America, man? Homosexuality, transgenderism, all these things have been like spearheaded pretty much by America. America's the ones that are saying, oh, you have to accept gays.
Gay pride.
Gay pride, yeah, that's been pushed.
Yeah.
Only guys pushing harder than them is them guys in Tel Aviv.
Back in 2 Ezra 15 and 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh
Well, no, there's something else I wanted. It said what Egypt or smite Egypt with plagues again. That's why you can see the plagues going out, man. Them pestilences, people getting messed up, all these things. Hey, the Lord's bringing them plagues, man. And it's just gonna ramp up further and further, man. It's like with the pestilence, really Esau's been holding. It's like what fucking Ebola, man. Ebola. Everyone was losing their minds over Ebola, this, that. We've had the second case, we've had the 10th case. Now people have forgotten, but it's still there. There's all these diseases. You go to the CDC, they keep them motherfuckers on ice. So all you need is just one guy on the train, just achoo, achoo, and he passes out, and that's the start of the film right there. Then you see a spread of a pandemic event. Them bioweapons, man, it's biological weapons. They've been engineered and developed, man. It's like you have different forms of what they call it, of like different strains of like bird flu. You've got the strains of bird flu that spread just by direct, like if you touch the surface and then someone else touches the surface. You got the ones that spread by airborne. You got the ones that spread by different methods.
Contagion.
Contagious.
Different classifications. So this is it's been developed and weaponized, man. So it can, rather than just needing, someone to touch the surface, you can just have it where someone goes, achoo, that whole bus is done. Them guys are dead in 3 days.
Yeah. There's a point in verse 5 real quick. In verse 5 it says, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah, the sword, famine, man. That famine that can come swift as well, man. Because it's like in the States, you had like in certain states, the price of gas, they call it in America, the price of gas went up to like $5 a gallon, which is like, that's a price where it starts becoming a serious problem for people to make a living. And America's a big fucking place. If you ain't got a car to drive around, you can't even make a livelihood. If like the price of your gas like jumps up too high, you ain't even admit you're gonna be driving to the job and losing money just because you have to drive there. All kinds of shit, man. You have guys that might have to drive cross state for a job. They might move around a lot. Then they're just fucked. So these kind of, that leads on food as well. Because how does food get into fucking supermarkets? A lot of people just believe it materializes every morning. But if anyone that's worked in the retail industry, you get a big fat delivery on a truck that's driven like a good couple miles, man, from a good couple miles down or up the country. So you get deliveries. That's a lot of fucking petrol. So if the price of oil, which can be controlled easily, man, the price of oil is controlled easily. That's why they put sanctions on Iran. Them sanctions on Iran is what affected the price. If they stop Iran's oil getting out, then they can just drip feed from the American and the European supplies. And they've got sanctions on Russia, so you can't get natural gas, you can't get nothing from Russia. So then they control, okay, you can only get gas from here, and here. So we can set the price. Then people are just like, why are the gas prices going up? But then barrels of fucking oil prices the damn same, or the price is dropping, but you're paying more. That's cool. That's how much of a demonic system this is, man. Everything can just be manipulated, man. Just like stocks.
Reason?
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah, people getting them good deals, man. Like the price, the price of oil's dropping, price of everything's dropping. Things getting cheaper. Imagine even in fucking London, the goddamn TfL managed to put a freeze on fare increases for 2 years. I can't fucking believe it. Where for the last 10 years, it's been going up like clockwork. Every January, you have to buy that yearly travel card before the fucking price shoots up again. That's been going up like clockwork. They even froze that. Be like, wow. They got a new hopper fare, so you can save that little dingy bit of change when you get on the bus. But hey, any of those, you thinking, oh, we're getting a good deal here. That is basically the Lord lulling you into what is it? 2nd Thessalonians, man. What is it? 5? Yeah. 2nd Thessalonians 5 from the top.
2nd Thessalonians chapter chapter 5, verse 1. But of the 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah, that's because, hey, we're them watchdogs, man, the spiritual watchdogs. We're out there, we're paying attention. It's the average sheeple that aren't paying attention to what's going on. Just like the housing bubble, man. The housing bubble back in 2007, 2008, that shit was evident to see. If you're sitting, like, you got people with like multiple mortgages, they're just thinking, wow, this is just so easy. I've got like 7 houses. This is amazing. If you actually think life is that easy, you're an idiot. It's like if you go to some guy on the street and he's like, look man, I ain't getting nothing out of this. But yo, you sign up, you £6 a month, you gonna help out this thing. You ain't helping out shit. You're lining some pockets, man. It's like even, I'll leave it alone.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's it, the day of the Lord's gonna come as a thief for majority of the people out here, man. You got the odd prepper or two who, you know, they're just like, can't you see what's happening? It's coming, guys! Guys! The darboos and, you know, the what do you call it? What the hell's that game, man? X22 report, all these, you know, you got these
TV,
yeah,
Alex Jones.
Alex, that guy's in cuckoo land, man.
Yeah.
That he's gone fucking corporate as fuck, man.
Corporate is always in the suit.
Alex Jones, I'm seeing that guy in Drudge Report way too much, man. Alex motherfucking Jones. This guy was talking about the Bilderbergs, and that was on Drudge Report. I was like, what the fuck is Tim Drudge doing listening to Alex Jones? But it was like the Bilderberg meeting, the Illuminati.
Globalists.
The globalists, yeah, the globalists. The fucking globalists.
The deep state.
From the deep state, the globalists. That is some, you cop-out bastard. The fucking globalist. What the hell does that mean? A motherfucker who goes to uni and studies French is a fucking globalist, man. Shit, the globalist, you know. What a cunt. God.
It says, but when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, that's it. Peace and safety, man. Like with what the summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump. You know, Kim Jong-un's on his knees, please, begging for that meeting. That's, you know, people are thinking, oh, peace and safety. A couple months back, it was every other day. It was like North Korea is gonna obliterate America in less than 20 minutes with this new missile. Missile test every other day. Earthquakes in South Korea, because man are blowing up hella missiles, man. But now it's just like, you know, people are just like, well, you know, even Syria. You ain't even been hearing too much news about Syria. They just saying Assad must go. But people, they just like to be lulled to sleep, man. Anything they think, okay, well, you know, just send the army and the army will blow them up. Then everything's nice.
Yep.
But hey, that peace and safety, that ain't gonna last, man. The Lord ain't dealing with no peace and safety. Yo, mate, no recording, geezer. Because what are you gonna do with that footage, man? Are you gonna pleasure yourself whilst watching that, mate? I don't know what you're into, mate.
I want to show to my friend.
No thanks, mate. I don't know what your friend could be pleasuring himself to our image. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay, so you legit, so.
Thanks, bro. Where you from, man?
From here.
What part? Okay, where's your ancestry go back to?
Huh?
Where's your ancestry go back to? Where's your dad from?
My name is Gad.
Yeah, where's your dad? Oh, so you're one of the Israelis. Have you been in the land?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Most times, but you know, this time I'm flying. I'm out here, man. I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Good luck.
Yeah, man. Good luck to you too, bro. Good luck to you too. You're gonna need it to survive that lashing you're gonna get, son.
Straight.
For real, bro. Them guys. Bro, I wonder why the fuck there's so many of them around here. I think there's a synagogue right up the street. You'll see bare them around here. These guys are too fucking well off, man.
Yep.
You guys are just living too easy, man.
You see the smile in that smile on his face from end to end.
Yeah, man, that guy, you know, he might be having sex with his mother.
Yes.
Getting FD from him.
This is
Shit.
Matthew 24, verse 3.
That's fucked up.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Yeah, that's it. This is, once upon a time. That's a once upon a time. Back in the day, Israelite men were. Hey, the disciples, they wanted to know when we were going to get the kingdom, man. When we're going to get the rulership. Because that was a matter of import. You look at these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes that you got floating around now. A lot of these tribes you got around now, they ain't worrying about that for nothing, man. All they want is just a good job. They want a good job. They want, a big booty hole they can take home and have a good time with. They just want to have some McDonald's every once in a while. People out here, our people especially are on a real simple level, man. A real low vibration.
Oh yeah.
But hey, man, there's certain men that are actually about these things. And the thing is, this is what the elites are worrying about, man. The elites are thinking like, okay, when's the time, man? These guys are counseling with Satan. Like, yo, when are we gonna pull this plan out? When we gonna do this? When we gonna take that action? When we gonna take this action? But okay, these guys have done this. And what we gonna do, man? These guys are actually putting plans into action. It's only some very simple simpletons you got out there that ain't paying attention to nothing that's going on.
And it says,
that's why you don't use steroids, kids. That's why don't do drugs. My man used steroids as dip manage. He's like, fuck it.
He looks fruity as hell as well.
Man, makeup on.
and Yehoshua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach. And
that's why you got a lot of people, they're just like, just Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Jesus loves you. Loves you. Just like, there's a guy that just goes like this.
Yeah.
They go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bare
what the hell does that even
down
mean?
his lips and shit.
Innit?
Dripping.
Bare fucking drool. That fucking wacky look in his eye. What the hell does Jesus loves you even mean, man? These guys are crazy out there, man.
And it says, And shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, that's it, wars and rumors of wars. The thing is, a lot of people don't even hear the wars and rumors of wars. They're thinking, the wars they're thinking about are rap battles. Or, the war between Man U and fucking Chelsea. That's what they're thinking of as a war. But hey, the thing is you actually got people, sitting in fighter planes.
Can talk?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
What are you doing?
We're teaching the Bible, honey. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from Mauritius.
Mauritius, yeah. Alright. Both sides, yeah, mum and dad.
Sorry?
Both sides, yeah, mum and dad.
Oh, no, just my mom.
Where you guys from?
From France and Italy.
You're there, yeah? Cool. So, do you believe in the Bible?
So I'm Muslim.
What, do you believe in the Bible still?
Sorry?
Even as a Muslim, do you believe in the Bible?
You know?
In the Bible. The Bible.
No, I do not know. I do not know the Bible.
Well, that's cool, man. Basically, what can I say? Hey, look, all we're out here to do here, really, is basically to prophesy the downfall of this current kingdom, this present rulership you got going around, where the so-called white man's ruling. And we're basically saying that our people, the 12 tribes, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
And you, where are you coming from?
Say it again?
Which country?
The nation of Israel, man, the 12 tribes. If you read the Bible, there's a man called Jacob, he has his name changed to Israel, and he has 12 sons, and they all have sons, and they become a nation. I'm from that nation, man. I'm from that man.
That's right.
So,
Sorry, I have to go now, but...
That's alright. What's your name, man?
Ines.
Ines. Alright, Ines. Have a nice day, man.
You bye.
See ya.
Yeah, she's a bit of a flower.
Yeah, she looked all of 13 years old, man. I was,
And it says,
just leave that there.
it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And they,
And you're already seeing that left, right, and center, man. You know, people are talking, you know, whatever Trump and Putin are saying, these guys have been making shots at each other, like America and Russia have been making shots at each other since after World War II. These guys, you know, every single war, these guys have both got interests on either side. Whether you know about it or not. You know, the US will say, oh yeah, we've got soldiers down there, you know, they're training, you know, the rebels, arming the... Then you find one of them gets wigged. If this guy is meant to be in a village somewhere, just training some guys, okay, shoot the target, guys. How the fuck is this guy in a situation to get wigged? You got him like, or maybe even on a US military base, it's okay, train, shoot the target. And then like, this guy's meant to be getting wigged. These guys are doing undercover operations, man. Like in Punisher, like in, there's various myriad movies where they have them off the books, black ops teams to protect the interests of the US government. Or Russia, man.
and it says,